All right, we are live. Hey everyone, welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here with Chantel with Reality Realness, Drew, Angel Cake Entertainment, and we are here to have a great game night. You know, I love a game night. I've been on Drew's channel playing games. He's been over here playing games. This is my first time with Chantel, and I just want to give her another special thank you for coming over. It was really good. She was really nice in the DMs, and I'm very shy, but this was really easy. So I'm going to have to start reaching out to people more often because I have to get over the shyness. But thank you for being here. And we're ready
100%.
to get started. So I want to explain the game, the rules of the game to the chat so everyone can play along. Now, if you're familiar with Black Card Revoked, we're playing that, but All Stars 4 style. What we're going to do is we're going to flash a cast member of All Stars 4. We're going to write down on our trusty little boards their most iconic or our favorite challenge moment of this cast member. It could be a fight, it could be an elimination, it could be a bold strategy move, it could be a flashy hookup, it could be whatever you want it to be, their most iconic moment. The purpose for us is to try to match. If we match, we get a point. If all three of us have a separate answer, then we're coming to you all, chat. We're coming to you, and you all vote for who you all think has the best iconic moment for that challenge person. So, is everyone ready? I see you, Dejan, in the chat. You got me earlier today on Twitter.
I saw the tweet. I have a question. What about things that have happened in their real life? Does it have to be something that's happened on the show? Or can some of their life dramas be part of what's iconic?
We can do that because I do have one more person that is a real life moment that rolls into the challenge. So we can do that as well. We can do
That's
that as well.
that's interesting because that opens up a little bit more of the floodgates for some of these. I'm not gonna call them any. I was gonna say flops, but some of these people that don't have too out
They
too
don't have a good
crazy.
resume.
Yeah, they don't have much of anything despite doing more than 3 challenges. So, all
Right.
right, that
A
opens
lot
it up.
a lot of early boots on this cast list. Once I started digging into the game. I was like, oh, it's a lot of early boots on here, but we're gonna make it work.
Now, I have to just put a disclaimer out there. I came in here being like, okay, we're doing season 40, let's go. And so some of these might have to be on the top of my head because I realized it was All Stars 4. So I do have a few that I'll obviously know, but yeah, I did the wrong type of studying and preparation.
I would love to do this for season 40, but it would probably have to be 4 different game nights because it's entirely too many people.
Era 1 is gonna happen on Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday,
Well, it could be
Friday.
like a gauntlet, like a battle of like the eras, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could work.
We
Yeah.
have time for season 40 for me to come up with a
That's true.
okay. Jamaica was late. Jamaica was late. Okay. One more time the rules. We're gonna flash a cast member from All Stars 4 on the screen. We're gonna write down our favorite challenge moment for that cast member. It could be anything, a life moment, strategy, a fight, elimination, whatever you want. The goal is for us to match. If we don't match, we take it to the chat and you all vote on who you think has the best moment. Let's do a sample round. Well, it's not really a sample, but we'll treat it like a sample. Um, every website I had the cast listed in order, so we're just gonna go in alphabetical order. Up first, Ace. Let's get to writing it down. Let me look at my trusty notes. Our favorite challenge moment for Ace. I should have put my notes in alphabetical order. That would have helped.
I'm glad we're going in alphabetical order because I did put all of them in that way. So this is one guy that I again I'm not trying to say anything, but this is someone that I was scratching my head for a good bit about.
So are you just basically saying that we're not going to match you, Drew?
I'm saying that I'm gonna put the most obvious thing that they've done.
I wrote something down for Ace, but not on that paper. So I have to go off the dome as well.
Yeah. Oh. Hmm. No, I'm gonna keep this. I'm with you, JC. That's what makes it so hard.
Right. Okay. And for the longest time, when I was thinking of Ace, I was thinking of Yes. And
How different they are.
I was like, wait. Okay, are we ready to reveal?
Yes. Nice to Beth.
Right. Didn't he have a nice relationship with Beth?
I think you're thinking of Nehemiah, right?
No, it was Ace too. Because I was watching secret films and they snuck off in the bathroom and they thought they had a hookup, but it was really, he just really liked her as a friend.
Interesting.
I do not remember that, to be honest.
Me either.
Well, the chat knows my memory is bad as well. What do we have? Demolished by, the Tatarian. Oh. Did he really break?
I think he broke 2 ribs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he got bodied and got broken. His ribs got broken.
Oh my God. And he did second place in Inferno 2. Okay, so none of us matched.
Oh, Inferno 3.
Match mine? Like,
Inferno 3. Inferno 3. I meant Inferno 3. And
Inferno 3. Right. I think we only remember eliminations. Chat, it's up to you. So just put the name of the person who had the best. Be Angie, Chantel, Drew. You could put an A, C, D.
ACDC.
I can only remember him being eliminated is because he has only been eliminated. He's never won an elimination, I don't think.
Yikes.
I do remember him getting mad on All Stars.
Yeah, he was
fresh on Bev.
Yeah, he was mad at All Stars because Hazella remembered something from a long time ago that he called her like dead weight or something, and so then she threw him in. It's like the pot calling the kettle. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous how he's like, she's dead weight. Well, he's just lost all of his challenge career.
I was just thinking that, like, well, he didn't lie, but he's not great either. It looks like overwhelming Chantel, so Chantel gets that point.
Good job.
Boom, boom.
Okay.
You know what? I should have went with that strategy because I do have some where I'm like, oh, they were eliminated by this person, and that's my favorite moment from them. But I went nice with Ace.
What jumps out in my head when I think about him? Like, I don't remember original seasons with him. When he came back on, I didn't fully remember him. And so I just remember that elimination and that it was rough for him.
Oh yeah, that's when he was going like that.
Yeah.
The plunger technique.
I would love to see Latarian and maybe Kyle do a pole wrestle since Kyle is like the king of the pole wrestle on the
Latarian would beat him.
You do?
Yeah. Oh
he
yeah.
just has so much weight on him compared to Kyle.
Yeah. Okay. Who is next?
Starting up.
We have Adam. This is not the Adam that had the rival with CT, but this is another Adam who I had to really Google. So,
all right. Now this is another person that's like, do I go with a good moment?
You're trying to match me, Drew. You're trying to match me. Sorry, Angie. I know Drew a little bit, so we might be on the same wavelength sometimes.
I feel like I know which one you're gonna pick.
Oh.
I feel like I know what you're gonna pick.
Okay.
I have another moment written down in my notes, but I feel like I should go with man.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking the same thing.
I don't know. Well, I did only one thing that comes to my mind right now, and so I can't think of anything else. And this is on the top of my head, remember? Because I didn't.
All right. I'm gonna play the cheese answer.
Okay. I don't know the cheese, but I'm ready. Right. I said the fight he had with Abram.
Oh. I put losing to Derek in Gauntlet 2.
No, I'm dating Avery.
Dating Avery. I don't even remember him dating Avery.
No, it's now. It's happening now. This is live.
Spoilers.
This is real life. They met on All
Spoilers.
Stars 4 and now they're dating.
Oh, that's T.
Yeah, it's
We're going to
that's
have at least one hookup on All Stars 4.
mild
Yeah.
spoilers.
Oh, sorry. Right. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's out there, right? It's not a
That's
secret,
good tea,
right?
though. That's good tea.
So
Him and Avery are very cute. I have to go see the pictures.
So my original answer was going to be him winning Gauntlet with Sarah Grayson on the team because he fought so hard to get her thrown in so many times,
Yeah.
calling her dead weight, and then he ultimately won with her on the team.
I when you say that right now, like I do remember that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something that came off the top of my head.
Nobody remembers Gauntlet.
I just remember I did a lot of research, so that's what I remember. But I remember him and Abram were fighting over Susie and himself wanting to volunteer, and Abram was really upset that people wanted to volunteer, which I didn't understand since it wasn't him. And then they just got to fighting, and I was like, this is insane, but that's very old school challenge.
Yeah.
Very old school challenge. Okay, chat, it's up to you again. Let's get it, a A, a C, a D. I do like a good fight moment. Like, we don't get that anymore.
I totally forgot about that fight. That's so good. That's such a good moment because I was for Cara's docuseries that I did. I came across that and I was like, this is the first time I'm watching this. This is wild. Abram's a nutcase, allegedly in that season.
Yes, because then he was like, I'll just go home. I know I was fighting. I'll just go home. And I was like,
and that was like the second time he fought on Road Rules. That's the second time he fought.
Yeah, he was. Well, the reason why I started watching Road Rules was because my dad told me I needed to see this kid Abram that's like living on a bus, and he's never seen anything like him on TV before, and he's like, you have to watch this. So I started watching that show, and I'm like, what is this? This is insane. And so then I was like, I went to the library, y'all, and I took out all the previous seasons of Road Rules and The Real World, and I started catching up on everything. And so it was because of Abram and his antics and all these fights that he was getting into, which was why I started watching the challenge in general. Mm-hmm.
was that the good old VHS days?
VHS, going to the library to get the tape.
Yes.
The tapes of the season.
It looks like I have a point, so I put a K here for Kiss My Cheeks, but I know it's an A for Angie. Okay.
Good job.
I have to starting off strong. Okay, who is next? Oh, we were just talking about his girlfriend, Avery. Avery is up next. Okay.
All right, we said anything is up for grabs, right? Anything is up for grabs?
Yes.
All right, I'm going for it.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Everyone already has it in the chat. Oh,
oh, I don't know. I was like, oh gosh.
Once everything was open, I knew what I was going to pick.
I don't know I don't think I'm gonna get a point here.
Queen Avery. I should have changed it, but I already wrote on my paper. It's on my board. I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna change it.
That's very noble of you.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Think so.
I agree with the chat, but I put the elimination with Naya.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, mine is on this. Well, I did a different elimination. It's the inch by inch one.
Oh,
I was like rooting for her. I really wanted her to win because everyone was kind of coming against her, and I don't think she ended up winning it, but like she really like put in a really good effort. Do you remember who she was against?
Is that the one? Is that the Looper elimination against Cara in Free Agents?
No, I think it was earlier. It was when they're in like the sand and they had the rope around their waist. I think she was competing with Johnny.
The Free Agents was her first season.
Okay, so maybe it was Free Agents. Hold on, let me look it up.
I think you're thinking of the Looper elimination where they went like an hour and 80 or like an hour and 20 minutes, and it was her and Cara.
Oh, that's who. Maybe it was one. Avery and
was
that's
that
a good one.
They're saying that's X's in the chat.
X's to
she X's because she was against Nia, and I think Johnny and Leroy had already went against each other.
X's 2, she went up against Johnny and Nani in the strung out elimination with Leroy. Then she went up against Avery and Johnny Riley in the hooking up elimination, which is what you're referencing, Angie. And then in X's 2, she also went up against Wes and Teresa in a hall brawl. And fun fact, I had Angie's answer originally on my piece of paper, but because we opened up everything, I was like, oh, there's nothing more iconic than Nia slugging her in the back of the head.
You want to save it for her? No, she's not. Okay, never mind.
But I liked that answer on Avery's part because I forget what really went down on the Real World. Everyone was kind of insane that season. But I remember Nia said, soon as Johnny walks in the door, I'm going to punch him with this blow dryer. And she was like, not my man. She was like, she's not going to just knock out my man.
That ending to that Real World season was like
crazy.
Horrific. It was crazy because I watched it on my Patreon with we did it like weekly. We would watch like 2 episodes every single week as I'd never seen it before. And it was like, there was a fights here and there, but I was like, when is that fight happening? We're getting really deep into the season. And it was like almost like one of the last 2 episodes. They just go after each other. And I was like, what is happening? Also, nobody ever talks about Johnny just like exposing himself in the living room to Nia and just sitting on the couch with his ding dong out in retaliation to her. Like she was like saying something and he's like, oh, I'm just going to go sit in the living room with my wang out. And he just like did it. And he just sat down and he's like, is this what you wanted? Is this fine now? And it's like, what are you doing? What is this? This is on Paramount Plus?
That is very old school MTV because I'm surprised they didn't have to go home.
Then there was more Real World seasons after that. But yeah.
It might have been Give Me Some Slack. Hold on.
Maybe. Give me some slack.
Elimination. Hold on. Finding it. But anyways, it's not the same as anybody's. They're all kind of similar, except for your
we're so close.
We're back to the chat, though. I think I know who wins this one because they were saying it, the punch one before we even got revealed. So put it in the chat, Drew, Chantel, or Angie. I have this back sling elimination.
Gosh, man. Are we ever going to match? I wonder.
I think once we get to some of the more, I think it might be even worse once we get to the more iconic players.
I actually think we're going to match on the next one. If we're going in alphabetical order, I believe we're going to match.
The next one.
Yeah, I think we're all going to score a point.
Now I'm going to figure out who's next. Okay, I see overwhelming for Drew. So we have a tie game. Everybody has 1 point.
Woo!
Now, I did not think 3 does go into 24, so I hope it's not a tie game. Okay, who's next? Let me see. Oh, my girl Ayana. I'm sure we're gonna match. But I have 2 choices and I don't know which one to pick. I'm just gonna go with my favorite.
Yes, stay true. Because there really is like 2 moments, but I mean, she balled out in All Stars too.
Oh, she did.
I'm happy to hear that she got to ring the bell.
Yes.
That she's in remission. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness. It's just so. I mean, obviously everybody's getting older, so more things are happening. But I'm just like, these are like my friends, you know. Like I grew up with these people. I don't want to see them getting sick.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm happy that she's in remission and she seems to be in good spirits. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And I can't wait to see her on this season as well. I think this is an easy one. Let's reveal. I ate your salad. Yes.
1,000%.
I wanted to go with I stay ready and she slept in her uniform, but
That's true. I would never remember that one right now, though.
I
Maybe
still
before
quote
this
I eat
season.
your salad. That's one of my quotables that I still say right.
It's incredible. It's one of those iconic moments I will never forget. Like,
Mhm.
It goes down as probably one of the top 10 in challenge history. Because
yeah.
just how insane she was like, I ate your salad and it was good and it was cute and you left it there. So I just enjoyed it. And everyone thought she was lying, but she was serious.
I really ate it.
I ate with my fingers. It made me feel beautiful and delicate. And I was like, and the way they edited it was amazing too. But putting music behind it, it was awesome. It was great.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Ayana, for bringing us all together on the same page.
Yes, keeping us tied.
Extremely iconic. Who is next? Oh, okay. I have two for this person as well.
Yeah, I have two that I'm going in between right now.
Good old Brad.
Hmm.
I'm going with I feel messy, so I'm going with the messy one. I should put hints out there.
All right.
Real quick, I saw somebody in the chat ask, they might have came in late. The rules are we're putting the cast picture up and excuse me, and then we're writing our favorite iconic moment from that cast person, and we're trying to match. If we don't match, then we take it to the chat. Those are the rules.
Oh, there's so many more moments that we could have written. Now I don't know which one when you said you're going messy, and now I don't know what you're going with. Because there's so many messy moments now.
Because I don't know what the wedgie is.
Oh no. I wrote it.
Oh, that's what you wrote? I don't even remember that one. But I went with the pizza toss by Marie.
Oh. I did Black Eye and DQ by Darrell.
Oh man. And I put
final.
And then I put don't ever put your hands on my underwear, son.
Who did he say that to?
He said it to the Miz. Because one night when they were drunk, somebody said, give Brad an atomic wedgie in the back of the bus or the van. And so the Miz and Landon did it, and he put it over his head because it broke his underwear. So he did it over his head. And then when he got back to the house, he was so pissed that the Miz did it. So he has this like weird confessional where he's just like, congratulations, you're a meathead, son, but don't you ever put your hands on my underwear, son. And it was just like, what? That's one of my favorite confessionals ever. And it's just crazy.
Oh, my memory is bad. I did not recall that until you just refreshed my memory. I do remember the punch by Darrell, but that was kind of sad because I've never seen a black eye like that before ever. Like, that's the worst black eye I've ever seen. But I love the pizza toss because it's like the original fight over pizza.
It was good. He's had
so
many.
Which season was the pizza toss in? I can't remember right now.
Vendettas.
Oh, okay, Vendettas.
That was his first season back in a while, and yeah, that was Vendettas.
The same season that Bananas was writing the notes.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Speaking of Bananas. Fun fact, I just found out from somebody in my Discord that apparently the whole fight between Darrell and Brad happened because Bananas went to go wake up Brad from his drunken sleep because he wanted to stir some drama up between him and Darrell and said that Darrell's saying this about you and Darrell's saying that about you, and then Brad went to go. Yeah, and so Brad went to go get in Darrell's face, and it cost Darrell his 5th win. So that sucked.
Don't do that. Okay, let's take it to the chat. Andrew, Drew, Chantel.
We got Wedgie,
Iconic Shiner.
Pizzagate, and then horrific fight. Which it wasn't a fight at all. Brad just got his.
Yeah, it was just a black eye.
Brad got pummeled.
Well, like, I mean, it's epic. And the fact that it's like the worst black eye you've ever seen.
I've never seen one as bad.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was like pulsating and like pussing.
It was gross.
It was like slimy.
If I had a vote, I would kind of vote for Drew too. If I would have remembered that, I would have put that on my board.
When I was writing it and you said I'm gonna go messy, I'm like, all right, I got a point. And then all of a sudden, people said Pizzagate, and I was like, oh, that's true. And then then the Darrell one, I was like, oh man.
I feel like Pizzagate was really messy because it was really just a fight over the stupidest thing. Like they gave them like 50 things of pizza, and you're really arguing because somebody eats one or saves one for their friends. Like
it was definitely like dad mode coming out. Like that was like Brad's first season back after a while, after becoming a dad and being a dad for a while. And it was just like, not everybody got a slice. Where are you going with it? It's just like, dude, calm down.
Oh, and she's eating it in her bed, right? She stole it and ate it in her bed, and then it became a thing.
Yeah, she took a pizza box back to her room. I don't know. I think somebody was like in the room sick or something.
I think somebody was in the shower and she
Yeah.
was for her friends, and Brad got really upset.
And then she came back out, and then she was grabbing another slice from a different pizza box, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And that's when Cara was like, "Thanks, Dad." And he was like, "It's not about the game; it's about respect." And it was just like, "Dog, calm down."
Yeah.
Like seriously.
I see more for Drew, so Drew gets that point.
Boo.
Okay, we're in the B's. Who is next? Oh,
Brandon.
Someone who I'm really excited to see back. We have not seen Brandon in a really long time. So he was also a hard one to find a moment for, but let me get to my.
He has a good one.
I feel like I'm gonna be just slightly off of people.
Because you're pandering to the chat, are we?
No, I'm not actually.
Oops.
All right. Got it.
I was listening to something on TikTok today about Bananas was talking about how they used to get $1,500 worth of alcohol a week.
They used to have a lot of booze. Like,
No
the
wonder
whole
it
big
was
table in the middle was always just covered in booze.
Yeah.
$1,500 a week is insane, especially like back then alcohol didn't even cost as much as it does now as well.
Yeah.
But, okay. My favorite clip that I looked at today was his fight with Ty when they were playing beer pong, and it was the weirdest thing. Alcohol. Oh, I forgot about the alcohol before. Oh.
See, I knew one of us was going to be slightly off. Chantel and I have the same season. It's just different moments.
Come on, like the fact that he shows up to go, he's like, you know, my partner, she can't do the exile, so like I drank a beer, and CJ just like, sorry man, you're out.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. The fight with Ty seems really dumb after that one. Almost fighting Danny
over potatoes.
Gosh, Brandon, it seems like you were doing a lot of fighting.
Fresh Meat 2 was when Danny got drunk because he was worried about going into the exile. And so Pete made these like extravagant potatoes, and Danny just grabs a handful of them and starts eating them off of his plate. And then, then that starts a fight between Danny and Sandy. They were partners. And then Brandon sticks up for Sandy, and then they get into each other's faces and they almost fight, even though they're on the same team and with Wes and everything. It was just wild. It was stupid. But that's like my favorite moment.
There should be like half points for the same season or something. For next time. We will
next time. So we have 2 almost fights, and we have drunk before elimination and getting kicked off the show. put it in
That's
the
like
chat.
an epic moment. Come on,
But I
guys.
feel like the chat is already saying getting
Yeah.
drunk and getting DQ'd. So
I will say I don't think that's ever happened before or since on the challenge. So I feel like that's a very unique moment, a very memorable moment, and everybody's already saying Chantel's name. So
yeah.
Boom.
I gotta catch up. Okay. Let's look at the scoreboard real quick. It's a 3-3-2. So I need to get back in the game.
not bad. It's getting close. Very close.
Okay. Who is up next?
This one's gonna be tough.
Okay, chat. This one is a major one. So kind of let us write our answers down and then you put your answers in the chat.
I can't see the chat though on my iPad, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Our homegirl Cara Maria, her first time back to the challenge in many, many moons. I'm so excited for Cara to be back. She also had a lot of favorite moments. Let me
Wait, favorite moments or iconic moments or memorable moments?
Memorable, yeah. Oh, I have about 3 written on my paper.
What was it? I wrote down a few.
I do have a few, and I don't know which one to pick.
I'm going the chalk route. I'm just gonna go with what I had on my piece of paper. I was gonna change it up, but
hold on, let me just think if this is good enough.
I'm just gonna go with my favorite.
It's not my favorite.
I didn't even go with their top moment. I felt.
Miguel is in my brain, but I didn't put that one down.
I can't see it.
Oh no, not that one. I'm sorry, not you, Miguel. Jamaica.
I wouldn't remember that, but that reminds me of another good moment of hers.
I did her top moments during like because she was a mercenary. So every time a mercenary would come in, I would do their top moments and do their like top 5 or top 10, depending on how many. Cara legit had like 13 or 15 I could have chosen to put as her top 10.
I'm not going to get a point.
It's a hard one because she has a lot of them. But my favorite Cara moment is that dig in elimination with Naya because it was insane and just visually, you would think Naya is so much bigger. She should have won that. And
Yeah.
Cara pulled it off. So that's my favorite Cara elimination. Solo, we would have matched. That's on my paper, Drew.
Yeah.
I thought about that. But okay, but you know when I wrote down the stuff for Cara Maria, it was when I was doing 40, and so somebody else had that stat. Oh no, wait, no, I have never mind. But
I can't see your board though.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
When Wes did that.
And then just like how they brought Cara and Laurel together.
Laurel together.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Like
okay.
I think of like the moments that were in her home turf. This moment was in her home turf. That was an iconic moment.
I should have went with the solo win because it is in my notes. But I said, no, I have to go with what I really like the most. So chat, it's up to you. It is up to the chat.
I actually think what I put for her best moment, in my opinion, was her win in Bloodlines. Because I just felt like she really
Jamie.
She deserved that win for how much she went through, going into multiple eliminations, having to deal with Abram coming in and the cheating stuff,
Thomas,
bananas. Yeah. It was a lot thrown at her, and just for her to get that win and get an elimination win over bananas.
That final was terrible.
It was, and looking back on it, there's like no reason why Cara and Jamie shouldn't have won against Corey and Jenna, and it's just like, what the heck? But yeah.
Oh, it looks like people like mine. Okay, so we're going to tie it back up again. We're going to tie it back up. It's a 3-way tie. So get on the move with this because this is for bragging rights, y'all. And you know, we love some good bragging rights over here. So we don't want to have a 3-way overall tie. Okay. I think we're still in the C's.
No,
we jumped over to Derek. Oh, I didn't write down his last name, but you see his picture.
Chavez,
thank you. I didn't write his last name down.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, I remember Derek's.
This is another person where it's like, like unlike Cara, it's like the exact opposite of Cara's, where there's too many and then there's not enough. So I'm gonna go with one of the more iconic ones. I think it's just if everybody remembers.
I'll tell you right now, I don't. So maybe the chat will.
Maybe.
Oh, they're putting stuff in the chat I didn't even know about. I did not know there was a hookup.
Yeah, Rivals 2. That's what started the fight between Marlon and Knight when they were doing charades.
Knight is good for a fight, starting something.
Yeah, he loved to do that. Instigating.
Glenda says, I don't know this man. I remember him because he was on the same season with Jasmine and Johnny. And I just remember their friendship. So I do remember him. Okay, let's reveal.
I don't know if mine's not great.
My favorite moment is the double hall brawl with Derek and Rob versus Dunbar and Tyree.
Wow.
Bots 2012 fight with Rob.
Yeah, Battle of the Seasons 2012.
Okay, because I was like, Bots.
That was the fight with that got Rob and Derek paired up on Rivals 2.
Yes. So we're linked, but we aren't the same. We're linked.
Yeah, no. What does your say?
I'm more for the memorable moment, not iconic or favorite. So I do recently remember that like he had to leave the season of All Stars 3, was it? Where and you know he had to like say goodbye to Johnny, and it's because his sister had passed, and so I remember it was really sad. Like he was, I think, going in, if I remember correctly, and like it was kind of a sad moment that he was going in, but then he also ended up having to leave, and so I just remember that because it was most recent.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's put it to the chat. We have the original fight from Battle of the Seasons. We have the hall brawl, and we have the emotional moment where he had to leave. Oh, Glenda says she remembered that and she cried.
Yeah.
Moment.
We have one for Chantel. Okay. Oh, the heartstrings get it every time.
It was a sad moment. Like, yeah, you sometimes we forget that real life is going on. Like, we talked about Ayana and like, things are happening in people's lives. And so sometimes when you see them, you realize how human they are. And like, we can have empathy for the human experience. So it was sad.
Well, what I see right now, Chantel is in the lead with 4 votes from the chat. So
me?
Yes. So now we have 4-3-3. 4-3-3. All right. Up next is Flora. I don't know why, but I thought this lady was on House Club. I do not recall her at all.
All right. So I forgot Flora in my notes, and I started writing Janelle's thing, and so now I had to erase it.
I can't wait to see her because I really don't remember her at all, and I'm really hoping she's not a first boot to where we don't get to know her again. So Maybe a second booth. Maybe she can go home second, so we can at least get to know her a week.
I think this. You're writing a lot there, Drew.
I don't know.
This
Ain't
is
nobody
the
gonna have
only
this.
one I had a
boy.
question mark.
I should have just have done a question mark.
Dag
I don't
nabbit.
This is the only one.
Always
I
getting
was
into
getting into
fights.
fights. I don't remember that.
I don't really.
I have Cynthia's impersonation of her on Road Rules All Stars season 1 because I don't
What'd she
have
do?
any. They had to do like a talent show, like an improv show at the Laugh Club or whatever. And so Cynthia, they had to portray people that were on their real world seasons. And so Cynthia, who was on the real world season with Flora, did Flora, and she was just like talking a mile a minute and yelling at people. So that's what I put.
Well, that's a really good memory, Drew. I don't even remember Road Rules having an all-star season.
Yeah, I mean that's what the challenge first
That's
season
season
was.
1, yeah.
Yeah, season 1 the challenge was called Road Rules All Stars, and it featured 5 people from real world doing road rules stuff.
Didn't you watch the reunions episode 2 of 39? It was a question.
It was? Oh my God.
Yeah, what was the first season?
Yeah, and just what the first season was. Yeah.
We'll put it to the chat. Now, someone put some interesting information. Drew, is this true? Because I feel like you're a good fact checker. Did she try to unionize the cast?
So when they were doing the real world 10 reunion or something, she was trying to get people to like hold out for more money because they wanted to pay them peanuts because they're college kids. They just want to get on TV, so they were trying to like pay them as little as possible. So she was like talking to Sean Duffy and a few other castmates to be like, if we hold out for more money, they can't do a show without us. And so there's a big rumor, like she talked about it on a Mike Lewis interview on the Mike Lewis podcast about it, but she never got like a confirmation from them that they like edited her out of season 5 or anything like that. So there's a huge rumor that was the case, but there was no confirmation on her end from anybody. But that could be a possibility. But then again, back then, they never viewed reality TV as like what Johnny Bananas was like made it out to be. She talked about how she wanted to do so many other things, and she did. I mean, I listened to that whole interview, and that was a really good podcast where she talked about being an entrepreneur and doing all of this other stuff. She retired when she was 50, and
She's over 50.
She's 52 right now.
Wow. Okay. She looks good. She looks good. I wouldn't have thought that. I forgot to even say put it to the chat because none of us matched. So chat really quickly. I did see something on, it might have been Twitter or Instagram, where they offered Trishelle $25,000 to do season 40, and she turned it down, I guess, because she thinks she's big time now because she won Traders. So I was thinking if they were giving Trishelle $25,000, they must be paying big money to get these people on season 40.
That was big money because Trishelle was like a little bit more known now, and maybe she's like, okay, Trishelle, but maybe they didn't go much higher unless it was like the big guys, like
I think Era 1 is getting paid significantly more money than between the eras. Yeah, I think they all have different pay scales as well as whoever is in there. Like I feel like Jordan in Era 3 is getting paid way more than somebody else in Era 3 that hasn't been on for quite a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could be a fun pod if we like, how much do we think each person's getting paid for their appearance on the season?
Compared to Trishelle's $25K.
Exactly.
I feel
like I think Era 4 is probably getting paid way less than $25,000.
They're getting like $10,000 to be there, maybe, and then they're.
And then you got CT and Bananas, and who are probably getting paid 6 figures. They're probably getting 80 to 100,000, yeah, at least.
just to show up.
Just to show
I'm
up.
so excited for this, but Drew, I don't call it eras. I'm still in my Beyonce renaissance, so I call them Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and Act 4.
I do like
Okay.
that. I really do like that. Every time I say era too much, it feels like I'm saying the
Wrong word.
wrong thing. Yeah.
I was a little bit petty with that. I'm like, I'm still in my renaissance, so we're gonna do acts over here. Okay, I think the chat is shady like me, and they gave me that point because
Yeah.
of question marks. So I will take it.
And can I just say, I love Miguel. I love that they are helping me out here, but I do want to say that technically my my moment didn't even have Flora in it. It was just somebody impersonating Flora. So I shouldn't win that point, I guess. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
Miss Janelle. Oh, I have my moment for her. Yes.
oh boy. I
I
thought it
hope
was.
someone matches me.
Oh my god. I didn't get Janelle's yet.
Unlock.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Joanne. I'm still in my renaissance moment. I'm not really, I don't know about this cowboy album, Beyonce, but I'm going to give it a listen. I'm going to give it a listen. Okay. Everyone ready?
One sec.
Oh,
Yes. Can you guys believe that it's like, what is it, like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks until
I know.
All-Stars?
Before it was like, oh, so far away, and like now it's like.
because
Yeah.
it was over. I always said Cam and Leroy went on the season. They came home, created a child, birthed a child, and we still haven't seen the season. So I'm so happy it's finally out. Okay. My favorite Janelle moment is her calling out production after All Stars 2
Yes!
and almost winning. Wait,
also,
her back.
yeah, with a hurt back, almost
I do.
winning.
You almost had it, Drew.
have
We
our
got
first
it.
match. We have our first
Yes.
match.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I
Whoa.
wasn't sure if you guys were gonna do that one or not. I'm like, yes.
Our first match was Greek salad. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, okay. Our first individual match, not group. So that's a point for me and Chantel. And guess what? Oh, wait. Hold on. I did my counting wrong. When you have 5, you have to draw a line through it. Okay. So, Drew, you have some catching up to do. We have a 5-5-3 lead. But I don't know, refresh my memory because I'm kind of bad at listening to a lot of the after podcast, from the cast, but I don't ever recall someone calling production out like that. Like they pretty much gave them the win. Like
Nerys a bit. Nerys.
We have Nerys now, but like she was kind of one of the first.
In the past, I feel like if they ever started to do that, they just were never asked back, so it just became irrelevant. But
which surprised me that Janelle was rumored and officially on the cast for All Stars 4. But what always sunk in with me about that one was because it was on Challenge Mania, and the way it happened was just so like organic but heartbreaking at the same time, because I just remember Derek mentioning a missing fourth step, and then the air going dead silent, and then you just hear Janelle crying because it's like she never even knew anything about that, and it was just like so wild about hearing what all went down and everything. And yeah, it was crazy.
I recall people telling us, they didn't show this part of the final, but not really exposing like production of them with it. And I don't know, but I always thought Janelle and Darrell would pull that off, but
should have.
Congratulations on this point match. Who is next? Let's see if we can get another. Okay, this one's good. Jasmine. I'm not gonna say anything. Angie, don't say anything.
I mean, I've said it before. I did the 10 worst challengers of all time, and I'll just say that I put Jasmine in there. Not a huge fan.
Oh, they're putting some good stuff in the chat that I forgot about.
I hope I get a point.
Come on, Drew.
Are we ready? I like when she climbed on the counter and did the strip tease.
Oh, I nearly put that one down in her like little plaid skirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chantel and I matched.
Oh, punching the mirror. I forgot about that until I saw it in the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a match, but not with me. Okay.
I feel like that might have been the same drunken moment though, right? Was it was she dancing on the counter first and then different?
No, different seasons. Right? Different seasons. Okay, never mind. When she was doing the striptease for Kahuta's bachelor party, that was on season 25, and Punching the Mirror was on season 21.
Okay.
Man, she got angry, and then she just punched that mirror.
Wasn't she angry at Tyree?
Yeah.
I thought she was angry at not Sarah, at Camilla and Teresa, because they were Camilla kept on saying Johnny's name wrong, and then they were getting into a heated argument with each other, and Sarah pulled her away to put her in the bedroom, and she just looked at the mirror and just punched it. It was just like wild.
She was a little firecracker. And I almost put down the moment where she had to face Laurel and balls in, and it was but I was like, she has no fear, she still did it. Okay. Up next we have Jay. I should say Jay Mitchell, because Jay is not a really good name in the challenge world right now. Oh, okay. I like this one.
He used to go by Jay Gotti.
Really? Oh, no.
Yeah, he used to be Jay Gotti. He was on an episode of Catfish at one point, like as a cameo. Another one of my favorite confessionals.
I hope we matched here. I feel like
doesn't have much.
I was about to say there's not much going on here.
In the chat isn't really, I don't know. Mine is a little bit petty. I said hooking up with Janae to make Zach and Jenna jealous.
Oh, I forgot about
that. Was weird. That was weird.
That was good.
Can't drink the drink.
Yeah.
Can't drink the drink.
Not in the final and getting DQ'd, Jenna.
Is that a match?
Yeah, it's a match.
Oh crap!
I can't do it. I just can't do it. And then TJ's like, "Are you crying?"
TJ's just like not impressed at all. He's like, "Okay, you guys are done."
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Okay.
What was the quote exactly?
I can't drink it.
Can't drink the drink.
I can't drink the drink. I can't drink it. And he's like all welling up in tears in the confessional. Jenna could not care less. It's like, I wasn't gonna drink it anyways. Don't worry about it.
Chantel has pulled forward with a 7-point lead. Drew and myself have 5. I have to really pick this up. Who is next? Oh, my girl, Killer Cam. Let's see. Cam has so many moments as well. Oh. I'm just gonna go with the shady one.
Shady?
I'm gonna go with an easy one. I feel like I got a layup here. But there's so many we could have chosen, which we'll probably talk about after we show off.
Yeah, because I have about 3 on my piece of paper, but I'm gonna go.
I have 2, and I really couldn't decide which one I wanted to go with.
Me as well, but I think I've just started to go with what I wrote down first. Go with my first 9. Are we ready?
Yeah.
The moment is her beating Tori.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daddy.
I was just saying in general, all of her elimination wins her rookie season. I was like, who is this girl? She's fucking badass.
Now, does that count because she did beat Tori her rookie season?
In
Mhm.
terms of gameplay, I would say no.
Okay,
She already has a lead.
so now we have 6, 6, 7.
That should be a three-way tie, in my opinion.
All of
But-
her eliminations. I'm just gonna write down all of her eliminations. I'm gonna write down everybody's
No,
eliminations.
but it was pretty epic. Like her rookie season, like everyone was like, "Who's this girl? Killer Kev, she's amazing!" Like, you know,
Yeah, but Tori came in there like she was all that because Tori was the Cam her rookie season, and then she got bodied by Cam. So it's like, calm down, Tori. Calm down.
Just wait till we get to Laurel. All of Laurel's eliminations and her win and her.
All
Laurel
of her
being Laurel.
all of her fights.
Laurel being Laurel on the challenge makes her epic.
Well, just for fun, what else did you have on your paper for Cam?
I had the next one I was thinking about really going with is their rekindling, Cam Roy's rekindling on War of the Worlds 2. I really love that moment of them, like how bad it was in War of the Worlds, and then the reunion, and
Oh,
then
that reunion was bad.
and then like them slowly getting together, and then like CT being their couples therapist. I just really enjoyed it. I was like, oh yes, they finally make it.
I did like that. My second thing on my notes was when Cam got everyone to burn their votes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying she was going to vote in Sylvia and Kyle, and then in the next scene, they're in a room laughing, and because they were all in there acting.
Yeah,
I thought that was a really good strategy. That's when I think that's the first time Cam really showed her strategy side.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cam and Melissa was really good too. In Vendettas, that was really good. Yeah, she has a lot of great moments.
I do love Cam. I'm so happy to see her again.
Yeah.
She's Mama Cam now. Up
Mama
next,
Cam.
we have Kefla.
Now nobody's gonna have what I'm gonna write down, so I'm
No
just
one's
gonna
gonna
take.
have what I have either.
I'm just gonna take the L.
Hmm.
And also, if I don't spell something correct on my board, nobody make fun of me.
No one make fun of me as well. I'm a numbers person, and I don't have spell check on my board. I would be lost without spell check. Who is Nikki?
Remember.
Yes, Sylvia was acting. Yes.
Lovable Nikki.
Who?
She's
Lovable Nikki.
yeah, Lovable Nikki. She's somebody in my bakery.
Your
I think
mod,
she,
no?
yeah, one of my mods. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
she loves Kefla. All right. Sorry, I'm just writing down names. All right, got it.
A really old school one. I know Kefla from my college, Alabama State, and he was the mascot, the Hornet.
Wow.
He was always in that Hornet uniform. So that's my favorite moment of Kefla's.
Wow.
Nikki's gonna come for me.
Why?
Couldn't think of one.
Ooh. Well, I thought of one, and it's one of his best moments. Him guarding Kobe Bryant and draining a 3 over Reggie Miller on season 2 of the challenge.
I do not remember this.
Yeah, it was fun because in that challenge, each person had to blindly pick one task or the other. And so everybody picked something that had to do with dog, thinking it had to do something with Snoop Dogg. So everybody went there, and then other people picked sports. And the people who picked dog had to be dog groomers for an afternoon, while the people who picked sports got to play basketball with Kobe Bryant and Reggie Miller and do 2v like 10 on Kobe Bryant and Reggie Miller back in the day.
It's actually like dusty. I can kind of remember that. Literally, it was 20 years ago.
I remember nothing of that. Like I didn't think I started the challenge at the beginning because how could I not remember Kobe Bryant? But that is cool.
It also would have been 20 years ago too, so he would have been like probably a new up and coming player, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but but we're taking it to the chat. I think everyone is giving it to Drew.
Yeah, I mean that's a good moment if you remembered it.
Drew brought it, but yeah, him being that is cool, but that has nothing to do with the challenge. Okay, so now we have a two-way tie, 7-7-6. We're getting there. All right.
Honestly, can I just say how cool that is? Like, for the challenge to be like a show in their second season, getting like NBA like all-stars and getting
It
to play
was
against cast
huge
members.
back then.
That's
It was
so
huge.
awesome.
I don't remember that at all. Like, I really want to find season 2 so I can watch that.
Yeah, it's
I
really
might
fun.
have it somewhere. I might have a Google Doc.
It's on a Patreon. I think you're a part of the Patreon. It's on there.
Okay. I am a part of the Patreon. Miss Laurel is next. She
All right.
has so many moments. But
All of Laurel's moments.
every
All right.
time she was on our TV.
All right, so this is going to be difficult because she does have a lot of great eliminations. I'm trying to think if we're going to like pick some messy moments. How messy are we going? Which messy moments with whom? Or if we're just going to be going with eliminations.
Oh, okay. I know my moment.
You know what? I'm just going to go with it.
Everyone in the chat that knows me knows what's on my board. Everyone knows it. If you know me, you know what's on the board. But I was looking at something of Laurel. I didn't know she was a vet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just go.
I see some of my notes in the chat, but I didn't put that on my board. Dr. Stuckey. Yes. I had no clue Laurel was a doctor. That's amazing, Laurel. I'm just going to go for it. Purple Jacket.
Oh,
that's very recent. I put Laurel paired with Zach in Free Agents, where you kept on like yelling, and he was like, she was just like, "Can you just finish?" And he's like, "I'm gonna quit. Quit yelling at me."
You remember that?
Okay, mine is her aggressively celebrating after she lost, but thought she won against Ninja. She was like a rabid animal, like.
So. I was going in between two moments, right? I was going in between two moments. This one right here, which is actually my favorite one because of the noises Zach makes. And then the second one was the Paula yell. And I thought you were going to have that, Chantel. I thought you were going to have that. So I was like, I'm going to lose it.
Both of those are on my paper. Like, if I can show you my paper, I called it the vagina pat elimination. And then I had defending Cara from Kenny and Paula. So I could have matched, but the pettiness and the hatred of Michelle, I had to put Purple Jacket up here. See,
wait, what was the other line that she said in 38 to Michelle? Or like, what was there a question? You know, was there a question? No. Man.
But Purple Jacket it's my favorite.
It's hilarious and like epic.
And the fact that Cara came back the very next week and called her orange shirt, and
apparently that wasn't planned. So if they were telling the truth about that, that's awesome, to be honest.
Okay, so we all had separate. So it has to go to the chat. It has to go to the chat. Are we going with her defending Cara, Purple Jacket, or I call it the vagina pat elimination?
Vagina pat for the
all
win.
Of those are iconic because all of them were on my paper. And if I could have just not been petty, I could have got a point.
I didn't think Purple Jacket is great. I just didn't think of it right now. I was just kind of more so that was the one that just popped in my head.
I thought it was too recent, so I didn't want to go with it. But it's a good one.
So we have one for me, Chantel, Cara and Laurel. Oh, 2 for Chantel, 3 for Chantel. Okay, I think it's going to Chantel. Yeah, I see 4 for Chantel. Okay. You all just put Chantel back in the lead. Now we have 876. 876. Okay. For the next, I'm not going to be petty anymore. I'm going to really do iconic moments. Okay. Oh, my boy Leroy. I'm so happy. So is Leroy officially unretired because he's on All Stars and now he's on season 40? So are we just going to say he's unretired now?
Okay, so I've been having some conversations with people in my chat or in my comments about the cast of season 40. And we were talking about people that are saying that they're retired. My response is, I think it's so that when they're asked back, their price point is a little bit higher.
Oh.
Like, now to get them back in, it has to really be worth their while. And so I'm thinking that it's strategic, not necessarily what he did specifically, but I think maybe like the West of them all being like, yeah, I'm retired. So that like, they'll be like, okay, we'll give you $200,000 if you come back on the next season. You know what I mean? As opposed to like 25, like they offered Trishelle. So
my theory, that's a pretty good theory. I don't think Leroy is going to be doing too many more seasons after this season. My thought process is that him and Cam decided to do like one last roundup for All Stars 4. And then while working on All Stars 4, one of the PAs or something was like, hey, you're going to want to get in on the 40. Like the money's going to probably be bigger. It's going to be wild. We're going to have we're going to have the biggest cast we've ever had. And we'll get you, maybe they can up your pay since you haven't been back for quite a while and they would really love to have you back kind of thing. And it's weird timing too, because of the Leroy and Cam and the baby, their most recent baby, that I think they had a long talk about it and was like, go do it. This will be the last hurrah. And then you can sail off into the sunset and hopefully you can win. Maybe somebody gave them like an inside, like, well, it's going to be 4 teams and you're going to be in like a team with, maybe we contacted this person. He's like, all right, sign me up. I'm going to have Jordan and I don't remember who else would have been on his team, but like Jordan and somebody else, like Tori. Sign me up. Yeah, Tori. Like if I can try to win with a team format with Jordan and Tori on my team, like I'll run it. And maybe it was like the pay would be extra for the appearance fee. And then if they win something, it could be like what, $2 million paycheck or something. Maybe he could look at a big slice too. So
someone said it's not going to be 2 million, because I said they should do 2 million. 1 million for the guy, 1 million for the girl.
That's insane. I mean, I love it. I think that'd be really cool if it's a $2 million prize. But they only really saved what, $200,000 on 39. So
well, here's the thing: they didn't just save $200,000. They also paid everybody an appearance fee of like $2,000 a week or $1,000 a week. So they were giving out pennies compared to normal. They were like taking people money away. They were probably, I think Michelle said that their catering was better on 39 than it was on USA 2, but still, she was like, it's nothing. It's nothing. So yeah.
Yeah, they can up the budget.
I mean, that'd be really cool. I think Wes would be upset that he's not on it for $2 million. I feel like he would make an exception.
It is weird that Wes isn't here. It is kind of weird.
But everyone knows.
Oh, I haven't written it.
Is the elimination when he goes like this. That's my all-time favorite.
I said Leroy winning the strung out twice. So that's same. That's same.
Is that what it's called, strung out? Because I always just...
Well, Strung Out was in season 26 is what it was called, and then Fire Escape was season 36.
Oh, okay. That was good. Now I knew what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I had to write it really quickly because you guys started like showing it. I was like, I hadn't written down yet. How he had all those bad like he was doing so well, and then he had to have his partner like had to be DQ'd, and then he had like that time when he flipped and he fell on the cars and like crashed to the water and I think he had to go to the hospital. Like he just had so much bad luck. We're just like, Leroy, just stay on the season. We want you to win here, but like you kind of just have to get to the end. So
yeah, that was bad.
I know it's a little bit all encompassing, but Leroy had some bad luck, and
yeah,
really upset.
Well, I can't wait to see what he does. Me and Drew matched, so.
Oh yeah, so then mine count. It doesn't matter.
We're going to, I want to call her Sarah. That was not nice. What is her name? Nicole.
Same Nicole who was on Say Yes to the Dress.
With her twin sister. Well, she's a triplet, but her sisters are twins, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
But she's a triplet. So that's wild.
Oh my God. I had no clue.
That she was a twin?
A twin or triplet? No. And she's not one of my favorites. So I said to my chat, they know this. I said most of my content is challenge related. So I need to start following challenge people like on Instagram and Twitter, and so I can be more in the know. But I just didn't follow her. So Sorry, Nicole.
Oh, I just need to look up something exact.
I had no clue she was a triplet. I had no clue her sister was on Say Yes to the Dress. I used to watch that faithfully.
All right. I'm good.
Wait, one sec. I can't remember what it exactly, but okay.
I gotta listen to the bad thing is I gotta actually watch some of her old clips so I can get her accent down for when I do commentary videos on the season.
Well,
I could think of the three-way elimination with Amanda and Ash.
Ooh, that's a good one. What'd you say,
Speaking
Chantel?
of accent, Devin, not being able to understand her.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
I was calling her a baby with an accent, baby with like I can't remember exactly. I was trying to look it up, but anyways, yeah.
I remember that. Didn't she get her shoulder?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she got her shoulder pulled out of the socket
Ugh.
on top of the truck when she was fighting Cam in that one daily challenge.
I do remember that.
She got
I did think of that.
Yeah, she got put in a sling.
Challenge.
And she got booted.
I mean, her accent is the only redeeming quality about her. Come on now.
Is it?
Her
accent.
Isn't she from the same place as CT and Cara?
No,
Isn't
she's from Long Island.
No, she's from Long Island.
Oh, it sounds like a Boston accent.
My one true love.
I mean, I'm sure she won't. If you put them side by side, nobody would want to play
don't have the accent though. Like they don't have that harsh accent. It's up to you all, chat. Do we have the accent, the three-way elimination, or the dislocated shoulder?
Like Devin made such a big deal about that accent on what was it? Which season was it, Drew?
I think it was season 36. Because I think they were paired up together.
Yeah, they were partners.
Yeah.
Okay, they said give it to me, give it to me. Okay, Chantel gets one. Okay, but I think I have the majority. So now we're back. We're back to a three-way tie.
Really? 888?
We're at 888. Wow. Triple eights. How many people are left? Because we're at the ends. I don't know. Oh, it's not that many people left. So I got to pull out. I got to pull ahead. We're at Rachel Robinson, who also is getting a huge comeback to the challenge. It was kind of hard for me to pick Rachel because I wasn't really a Mean Girls fan.
What did I don't know.
Ain't nobody gonna get this.
Oh, okay. I did write something down for her. I was like,
Oh, now there's two. There's two answers. Oh no. I'm gonna stick with this one, but I'm gonna say it if nobody else says theirs.
We match and we don't match because I have another answer in my head, but I'm sticking with this one.
Okay, man. Okay. I can't believe it just came to me, but I'm just gonna stick with mine.
Okay. I love her YouTube workouts.
Oh, I nearly put that.
They nearly killed me on several occasions. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, Drew, you have to say that this game is ugly.
This game is ugly. The inner circle is ugly, and I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Is that on the island?
That was on Battle of the Sexes, season 6, when she gets voted off, and Ellen and Ruthie and somebody else blindsides their whole team by voting off Rachel. And so she is super emotional, and this is like her one iconic line of her like leaving in tears.
They were over the Mean Girls. I was gonna say something about Anissa and Veronica, but
she got the girls, you know.
She did.
Jen?
Yeah, Jen had to flirt mance with her.
Oh,
or
speaking
whatever.
of Veronica, the moment that came to my mind was the three-way that happened in the shower in Gauntlet between her,
That's in this.
Veronica,
That's
and
in
Abram.
this. That's all
Hey,
encompassing.
so it's up to you, chat. Do you want a good workout? Do you
We want
like
some
go
lesbian
home
love.
speech, or do you like the love affairs for Chantel? Put it in the chat. Okay, we have one for Chantel. Glenda, you have to pick. Oh, Drew.
Glenda.
Two for Drew. It's a tie.
I can't see what you're choosing here.
Okay, 3. Drew is up. Any more? It's 4. Drew is up.
They don't even remember that one, Drew.
It's iconic. People should remember it.
I remember it after you said it. Okay, Drew has it. Drew is now in the lead. 9, 8, and 8.
Are you done now, Drew?
I was about to say, if I lost that point, I would have been like my curse of knowing too much challenge.
Just so everyone can gauge, I think we have 4 cast members left. So we have to really. Oh wait, hold on.
I might be
4.
Oh, I lied. We have 7 left. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say I got so many.
7? Oh, okay. Well, this is
It's
definitely
24 cast members, but I forgot I had extra slides in here. So we have 7 left. So we have to really put our best foot forward here. Up next we have Ryan.
I mean, I
already got mine written down. Oh, Ryan. First season, Fresh Meat. Last season, Fresh Meat 2, and then came back to All Stars. All Stars 4.
Gone a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not more. We don't know this man.
I mean, they're not wrong.
It was hard to find a moment, but once I found it, I said, "That's it."
Uh-oh. Okay. You're gonna have to refresh my memory on that moment.
Okay, I can't remember when this happened, but
well, I have the hot tub hookup.
Oh, I remember that. It was with what? Tyler? Who was it?
Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Yeah, they weren't even. Yeah.
I also put another hookup. Well, I can't remember if he was dating before or if they met on Fresh Meat, but him and Shane were a thing. And also, fun fact, every single gay man that I meet has had a thing with. They're like, oh, like when they hear about I talked about the challenge, they're like, oh, do you know Ryan Keown? And I'm like, I do know who that is. And they're like, I hooked up with them. So he definitely has a little bit of a reputation to make many friends in New York City. If he's still there.
Okay, so we have a hookup in the hot tub, a hookup with Shane, or we have the good old fashioned question marks again. Who do you want to roll with in the chat? I don't think the chat cares about him.
Yeah, nobody. This is a wash. Let's just give everybody a point.
Okay, this is a reset. We'll just one for Chantel. Two for me.
Whoa, that's every point.
Oh, another for Chantel. So now we have a tie. Oh, one more for me. Oh, they said shouldn't both hookups be a match? But we had 2 different people.
Yeah, no. We're not doing this all eliminations, all hookups thing. We're not doing all.
Oh, well, it looks like it's me. I had the hot tub. So now, oh no. Now me and Drew are tied 9-9-8. 9-9-8.
Mm-hmm.
I was so when you said you had a question mark, I really thought it was going to be Ryan. I didn't think you were going to use your question mark so early, but I can see it. I can see it.
Flora. I did not remember Flora at all. I think Steve. Steve is someone, if it wasn't for All Stars, I wouldn't have remembered him. So I do have a good Steve moment. I probably should have.
Very handsome.
Yeah. Didn't want to throw a hint out there, but
I do have a Steve moment.
I do.
Drew, we might match on this, please.
I
Well,
feel like
actually,
we will.
I just want to get actually the point. So I don't want to match with either of you.
We're either gonna match or we're gonna slightly miss each other. Is
Do
what
you
I
think?
fear. Is what I fear. Is what I fear. Like we're gonna slightly miss. It could be the same season, but maybe different moments.
Okay. You saying that, I don't think we'll match. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I see my second guess on there, but I wrote down hand model. Yes, I don't have the same thought as me.
That's an
Losing
iconic
to
moment.
Yes.
I put losing to tech.
Losing the tag, that was a good one. My second one was Derek's shirt. Like that was my second one on my notes. But all I can remember is All Stars. It was just talking about his hands, and he's a hand model. And I was like, that's fascinating because I've never known a hand model before.
Actually, my friend just did some hand modeling last week. She was doing it for McDonald's, and so she had to pick up a fry and then pick up a drink, and they used her hands.
Nice.
I would love to do that. Like just
Yeah.
Okay, so now for the first time, I am in the lead. We have a 10. Oh, and a double tie. So it's 10 for me,
10-9-9.
9-9. So I think we have 5 more left. Let's see who's next. Good old Cyrus. Cyrus also has a lot of iconic moments.
Any that I can remember? No.
And Cyrus looks good.
He's a new dad.
I saw that. And they said he lost 60 pounds. Or was that Tyree? I can't remember. One of them lost 60 pounds. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know if this is iconic, but
Oh, that's
good.
such a good one.
Very good.
That's so good.
When he told TJ, I'm a grown ass man. What does that say?
Winning against Adam K in the ruins.
Okay, Adam K in the ruins.
And I
Besties
love
with Beth. He is bestie. He is one of those people that
they went to, I think he went to her wedding. Like they've been friends for so long. They always are working together. They support each other. We support Beth and Cyrus here.
Okay, chat. What do we have it? Telling TJ he's a grown-ass man, his friendship with Beth, or winning elimination against Adam K. Is that the steering wheel one? When they had to like, okay, I remember that.
And it was him coming back after a long hiatus. Like the last time it was a long time since he had been back. I think 7 seasons. And that was like, they threw him in early. He was like the old man. Derek, I just watched it today. So Derek was like in the confessionals right before the elimination happened. Derek was like, well, will Cyrus be able to win and get his redemption back after a long being away from the challenge for so long? Or will he just leave and we'll never see him ever again? And I was like, Derek, what? like, are you kidding me? Like, it was just wild that Derek said that last part. It didn't make sense to me. I think Angie gets it.
Next. Who am I missing?
I love your answer, Chantel, but they like that I'm being messy.
Glenda.
Okay, I have pulled ahead. I now have 11-9.
That was such a good moment. That was a good pull. Gauntlet 2 is such a blind spot for me. I haven't seen it more than like a couple of times, like a handful of times. It's one of those seasons I least rewatch. So, but that's a good moment from it.
Up next, we have another mean girl, and it is Miss Tina.
Oh.
I don't want everybody to match me. I want to win the hearts of the chat. I want to win a votes from the chat.
Unless Angie and I match, and then you can't win the hearts.
Yeah, you can still win the hearts. Like Banu, he didn't care about the points. He just wanted to.
That was my reference. Of
Well, first I have Punching Beth, and when she said it was worth it. Oh,
yep.
Way, 3-way. That one was probably an easy one.
Very easy.
It was.
Okay, I'm still pulling ahead with 12, 10, 10.
Yeah. There's only 3 people left, so I mean, this is going to be rough. We can't get away from it.
Oh. Let's see. This one could be a good one. We have Tony, who is also back after a long hiatus. I feel like Tony will be a good contender if he's still in good shape.
He is in really good shape. I think he's in better shape when I looked at the Instagram.
I'm rooting for Leroy, Tony, but I want to see what you can do.
I'm going between like my favorite moment and funny moments, or going with the more iconic one is what I'm trying to go for.
I think I'm going iconic because this is kind of iconic.
All right, I'm gonna go iconic too, but I want to say my funny one. Hold on, I can't now. Hold on. I'm trying to. See, now too many.
He has many, but
reminding me of some.
I'm going for.
Oh my gosh, there's too many moments popping into my mind that are not that great. But
I thought of another one.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I'm just gonna go with the funny one because I can't. All right.
It's some really good ones in the chat that just refreshed my memory.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I said he's the eating king. I remember that bowl of mayo.
That's a good one. Almost did it.
Well, it's kind of the same. Bowl of mayo. It's Tony time. Was before he was eating the bowl of mayo. You know, he had to hunker down.
And I put, you look like my mom.
Oh,
you look like my mom at 60. He said I look like his mom. What'd you say about my mom? Like, what the hell, Tony? Just go to bed. Eat your blow pop and go to bed.
He was drunk that night. Okay, chat. It's time for us to win your heart. Whose answer did you like the best? Do you like the bowl of mayo, Tony time, or you look like my mom?
This is like legendary. I think he probably has shirts and hats made with the Tony time.
So the other moments that I thought of was the bowl of mayo that I really like that one. The other one was I don't think anybody remembers it, but Champs vs. Stars 2, when it was the eating portion and CT and Tony were paired up together and they had to eat like onions and crackers and everything. And they had their own little cooking show that they were making onion wraps with each other. That was like one of my favorites.
Okay, this looks like another tie in the chat. So I see 1, 2 for me.
Help me out, chat. I'm falling behind.
1, 2 for Drew.
I didn't know Drew was even going to be a contender here.
Chantel is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Chantel got to that point.
Okay, so I've caught up to Drew.
Well, no, now it's Drew 10, you 11, me 12.
Oh, I thought okay.
Okay, it's getting tight. I need another point to kind of solidify some things over here.
I don't even know who's left.
Oh, I don't know about this one. We have Tyree. Can we match with Tyree?
I wrote something down. I think I have one of his most iconic moments.
I don't know if I have a moment.
I don't know. Is Tyree the ultimate loser, or would you say Danny is the ultimate loser?
That's what I was going to write then. Okay, I guess I can't write that one.
Well, Thana said it, so I was just going with it.
I can't see the chat, so.
Oh, okay.
I would give it to Tyree.
Hold on a sec. Hold on, don't tell me anything yet.
That's such a good moment that I wish I would have put that. Danny is worse. I agree. Danny is worse.
Danny, which Danny? The one that dated?
Jameson, yeah, the one that married Melinda.
Okay.
He was worse. He has 6 elimination losses. Tyree only has 5.
That's one less. Repeat answer. I like because I like the double hall brawl. So Tyree Bar versus Derek and Rob. So that was a repeat.
I have his fight with Jasmine
Fight with Jasmine.
in X's 2, yeah, or X's 1, yeah.
Now me and Chantel are tied. Drew is one behind. This is the last one. This is really
a three-way tie.
Hey, does anybody want to pay me for me to match your answer? Who wants to win?
Veronica is a good one. I feel like we could organically match with Veronica, I think.
Could we?
Veronica has so many moments.
I know her most iconic moment, but nobody else is gonna put it. Put what I think is her most iconic moment.
I'm gonna put what I have in my notes, and hopefully someone is thinking like me.
Got it. Okay, I know. I actually think I might match you, Drew.
This is gonna sound weird the way I wrote this, but I just had to get it out there. Oh, I see it in the chat. I didn't write any of that. Okay.
All right.
I think someone just said it in the chat. Burning her vote on Leroy, making everyone think about burning votes on Friends. Double think that again.
Yeah, no. I got getting out of the vote in the ruins and then it flipping on Ibis.
I thought you would come this way, Drew, when Julie was trying to on that high wire. She's like, stop it!
I almost wrote that, but that's kind of Julie. But that is an iconic moment. Like they always play.
I think
they play that for Veronica.
She kept on saying, you know what? Don't touch my vagina, you Mormon, or something, was what she kept on saying.
The chat is going towards Chantel just when I thought I was going to win one.
It's such an iconic moment.
It is. And I almost wrote that. I almost wrote it. And then me and Chantel could have had tied, and I could have still kind of won. Yeah. But I thought I really liked how she switched that to Leroy, and I was like, people are really going to stop burning these.
No, it was good. If honestly, I might have written something different down if it wasn't me deciding right now. You know what I mean?
Well,
people are sleeping on that ruins vote because Beast wasn't even like anywhere near going in. It was like a tie between Veronica and somebody else, and then because Evan and Veronica were playing politics in the house, she was able to tie the vote and then get to do a revote with the whole champion squad. And somehow it all swapped over to EBs going in, and Veronica was like in the clear. It was wild. It was good. But I think your moments are great.
Well, here we have it. Our winner is Chantel by a point. I almost won one of these. Congratulations. You have the bragging rights. This was so much fun.
Am I finally beating Drew in something challenge related?
I mean, you beat me in the last draft.
That's true. I mean, I really wish I had won that one. I felt if I had just stuck to my guns and taken Raven, I would have won for sure. But sorry to cut you off, Miss Angela.
No, I was just saying Drew was technically in third place, so I kind of beat Drew too. So at least I can say I beat Drew.
We both beat Drew.
I didn't beat Chantel, but I beat Drew.
I mean, next round, I'm going to say all elimination wins. I'll get it.
But this was fun. I know it's kind of far off, but maybe whenever, who knows when season 40 will actually come out. When it gets closer, maybe we can do this again for season 40. But definitely
this is easy peasy, fun
segments, maybe 2 acts at a time. Definitely can't do 40 people. But yeah, this was.
I mean, I prepared for 40 people. So
I feel like I'm more prepared for 40 because it's more people that we really know. Like they kind of dug deep for All Stars 4, which is what we like about All Stars is we get some really old school players. But season 40 is going to be really good. I can't wait for that to come out as well.
We could do like a name wheel and do like 6 people from each era. Instead of doing all of them, we could just do like 6 people.
Fair, and maybe, and then you can just like have the 24 people.
And then we're still at 24, and then we won't know. So we just really have to have our notes together because we won't know.
Yeah.
Instead of a wheel, because that requires arts and crafts, let's just put all the names in the hat and just pick 6.
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, you could do that too. Because wheel of names is kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah, there's a wheel of names website.
Oh.
And so you just put in all the names that you want, and then you just let it spin, and then it'll just choose a name randomly, and then it'll remove that name off the board. So
yeah.
Okay, offline, I will ask for that website. I'm a Gen
it's literally called
always learning the millennial things and the Gen Z. So I'm a Gen X. Know that. But we'll talk about that offline. Thank you all for rocking with us tonight. It has been an hour and a half, which is a good time for a game night, but I don't want to get it too long. But I'm really excited for All Stars 4. This was a great time. I want to thank Chantel again. I feel like now we're YouTube friends now. So now I will not be shy to reach out to you. And Drew, it's always a good time when you come over. So thank you all.
Thank you.
So thank you for welcoming me into the Kiss My Cheeks TV family. It was definitely fun being here. Obviously, I love playing games. I might have to steal this as an idea because this was so fun and what I really liked about doing, the list when season 40 came out is looking back at these old seasons of like these iconic moments and like these people that created the challenge that we love. And so having an opportunity to go back and start to look and be like, oh yeah, like I remember when she did this, or I remember when she did that. It's been great. So thank you for letting me be a part of it. And I'm happy to be here. I'll come back anytime.
Oh, great. Oh, great. So anything coming up on you all's channel that you want to shout out real quick?
What is going on? I don't think I'm doing anything right now, really. Holy, everything's done.
Everything is done. I do Survivor, so Survivor is going on, but that's about it right now.
Drew, do you have 900 videos that you're still doing?
Well, I'm doing a lot of shorts for the rest of March, but I'm also doing the series of going over all the All-Stars and going over their predictions and player previews and giving out a whole bunch of stats each and every Thursday, getting in anticipation for April 10th. And when the season's going to start, I got a couple of stuff going on. In April, I'm going to do a 10-year look back or retrospective on Free Agents because that turns 10 years old, season 25.
Wow.
On April 10th. Fun fact, April 10th is when it turns 10 years old. So I was going to do a video encompassing all of that on the first week of April. But I got a lot of stuff going over on Patreon, making videos, doing commentary stuff. So that's going to be a lot of what the rest of March is going to be.
They're talking about your songs. I've never heard them. Thank you for the subscription, Joanne. Welcome to the channel. But they say you have a really good 39 song and your 38 song goes really hard.
Can you give us any bars here, Drew?
I did a parody of Jack Harlow's Lovin' On Me for the season 39, and I did a short of it. Did you post that
like an hour ago?
No, I did not.
Something popped up that you posted an hour ago, so I thought it was a song, but maybe I just got a notification for something that was old. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, probably did something old. If something just went up, I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's a short, but it's over on Patreon, the full thing. But it's a lot of fun. I roast the cast basically for how bad they were on season 39. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out because that sounds like a good time. But okay. Thank you all so much for coming over for game night. Stay tuned to our channels. It is kind of slow now that Traders is off and the challenge is off.
Exactly.
We're coming up with creative.
Martha's Vineyard.
That starts this Sunday.
Yes. So I'm likely going to cover that just because I'm not working or covering anything right now. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and then I'll be more likely to cover it. You know what I mean?
It's slow for competition shows. I call it the Black People at the Summer House. I'm always remixing the name, but because I always forget that Martha's Vineyard part. But Summer House is coming up, so that'll be a good time. And just stick around. It'll be Big Brother summer before you know it.
That's true.
Okay.
I forgot that Big Brother Canada was on. Isn't that wild? I will be on RJP next Friday talking about, it would be the roundtable for next week. We got that coming up, but
Nice.
I can't figure out how to watch the Canada shows, so I never really got into Big Brother Canada.
so it's okay. I'm Canadian, so it's easier.
You know how to get the links.
Well, I got cable.
Are you in Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? I know I'm asking stuff. This has nothing to do with the show, but is it harder in Canada to watch the U.S. shows?
No. Well, we have if it's basic stuff, like it's on our regular cable. So like if it's CBS, NBC, like ABC, we get those channels easily. But my dad also lives in the States, so I use his Cox account. So there's that, and like I use my sister's Hulu account, so I'm like, that's fine.
I wonder why it's so hard in reverse.
Say again?
I wonder why it's so hard in reverse. Like we can't see the Canadian shows.
Because you guys don't care about small little Canada. Like,
I would watch Big Brother.
You don't have global, like TV.
The only real bad thing about the Canadian version, especially of like the challenge, is that they take out some of the music cues and they just put up like a copyright free music in the show. So some of the music some of the moments don't hit as hard when you don't have some of the MTV royalty.
A lot of times, like I have to remember when I'm watching MTV, because we have an MTV Canada. And that's where it airs, and it does what Drew's saying. I remember once watching it again on like MTV.com or like on something else, and I was like, "Whoa, my god, this song's so good! I didn't hear this song." And so yeah, sometimes we miss out on the music. So that's why I like All Stars, because it's on a streaming platform, so we do get to hear all the music, because that's something that I feel is a big part of the challenge. It's like it was on MTV. Like, let's use some music, please. Music television.
Yes. Okay, I was just curious. That was.
I can help you figure. You just need a VPN, girl.
VPN.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't say that out loud. Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
No.
You sound like a question mark. If you don't know what it is, then like, okay, I see where we're working with. Okay.
Yeah. I have the 40-year-old brain. I don't know what that is, but I will figure it out. That's why I like my younger friends, because they help me.
I'm older than you though, so it's okay. I'll still help you out.
If so, you look really good. Thank
you. So do you.
Thank you.
Drew's the young pup here.
Okay. Well, he can help. He can help because.
I mean, I look the oldest, but yeah, I'm the youngest. So.
Okay, they're laughing at me in the chat. I really don't, because when I think of VPN, that's what we use to work from home. I really don't know what that is, but that's offline. That's offline.
It's actually shocking. Sorry. I think even my mom knows what a VPN is, but she also has me as a daughter, so she's well versed in all things technical.
I really don't know. I'm the worst at the technical stuff. Like the worst.
Hilarious.
We'll get you set up. We both know how to do it.
Okay. I definitely want to be set up for people are walking around the hotel room. I think people here are trying to go sleep, so I guess I better be quiet. Again, I'm going to thank everyone for hanging out for game night. This was a really great time. We will revisit. If you see people walking around, that's why in the background. We will revisit this when season 40 is ready to start. We will discuss and let you all know. But until the next time, please support all the platforms up here. Like the video, share the video. This was a great time, and we will see you later. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.